Hello YouTube, hello everyone, this is Cynthia back with one more update, and we are on week 46. So I was going back and taking a look into my notes, and I'm just 6 weeks away from my 1 year surgery anniversary, as everybody mentions about it. Yeah, I did have vertical sleeve gastrectomy on December 2nd, 2016 here in Dallas, Texas with Dr. Veninga. When I started my pre-op diet, I was on my highest weight, which was 210 pounds. By my surgery date, 10 days later, I was 199.4. And as of this Friday, I am 147.2. I was actually on a diet bath that ended last week, and I got down to 146, but I got a little out of control the past week, so I got that 1.2 pounds higher. But considering the 147.2, I have lost since surgery 62, actually since I started this process, 62.8 pounds, which is 52.8 since surgery. So I had a goal in mind by the time I would get to my 1 year. I don't think I'm gonna get that because, again, we're just 6 weeks away. My goal was 135 pounds. But even if I don't, I'm gonna be darn close, right? Consider all things considered. So yeah, that's like 12 pounds in 6 weeks, an average of 2 pounds per week. That's no way that's gonna happen, but I don't know. Now I'm thinking if I was able to get down to 140, that would be a major success, a great accomplishment. So that's what I'm aiming for as of now. So let's see what happens, and I'm gonna get you guys updated. Maybe I'm gonna do another diet bath because that would put me very close to that goal of 140, since we have to lose 4%. So yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna look into next week and do a diet bath just to finish strong this 1 year. There's not a whole lot of things that I'm doing differently or that I've been thinking about, but not regarding the VSG, but watching some videos out there, especially my VSG confessional. You started this all, but watching your videos about plastics, and then of course, one leads to the other, that leads to the other, and I'm completely into looking into having plastic surgery. One of the reasons why is I always wanted to have it. Since before me gaining all this weight, when I was always, why? I was an obese child. So, and I was really obese by the time that I was gaining or starting to have breasts. So I think since my skin was so stretched out, I never ever had nice boobs. So it was always saggy since I was a teenager, since as always. How do I put this? Anyway, so it was always a consideration to have, but you know, I keep putting things aside, or maybe I'll do later, and I never got to it. So when I started really gaining the weight, I went and looked into have like a mommy makeover, especially after I have my 2 girls, because yeah, things were pretty bad. It was not just the breast, but of course after I gained about 50 pounds with my first pregnancy and about 40 on the second. So my skin really stretched out, and of course, as you may imagine, doesn't look the best. So so when I gained the weight, instead of thinking about the vertical sleeve, which should have been the first step, I was actually looking into having a mommy makeover. So at that time, I did not consider doing somewhere else other than possibly Brazil, because that's where I'm from, and you know, I could have the the support that I need if I was to go to Brazil. But I started looking locally, and I went to a doctor appointment, and to being honest, I did not look at all. I had no idea whatsoever what the price would be. I was thinking 10,000. I don't know, maybe less, tiny bit more, but with the doctor here, which it was a good doctor, but it's not like either the top doctor, the most famous, neither a bad doctor. So, but her quote was $16,000, and right away we're like, yeah, that's not gonna happen, you know, and with no support at all. It's like having the surgery and coming back home. And then by seeing the videos from Ari, my VSG confessional, I started looking into going some other places. And there is Myling's, I forgot her. She's just about to have surgery in about a week. I was seeing her video last week too. She's having hers in Mexico. So I was like, maybe I should consider. Maybe I should look into Brazil as well. And you know, it's not something that's gonna happen right away, but if I start making plans now, maybe by the summer or spring of next year, maybe we can work things out to make it happen. I get sometimes some good bonuses, and that's what I would use to have the surgery. So I contact quite a few doctors in the Dominican Republic. And the more I look, the more I come back to the same doctor that she used, Dr. Goico, because he's excellent. One of the things that draw me to him is because he actually went to school with Dr. Pitangui from Brazil, which is the best. It was. He passed away last year, but he started all this plastic surgery. He was the best in the world, and he actually went to his school and was trained by him. So obviously that's one of the things that attracted me to him. But there are other doctors in the Dominican Republic that also study it with him, but the way their incisions are, none of them get really close to this particular one. So then I started looking to Brazil too, because I would have my family there. They could help me, and so it would be a win-win situation. But getting information from doctors in Brazil is just like a pain in the ass. Is just terrible. They do not put the information online. When you try to get details, but you need to come here, and then I explain, I already mentioned I'm not there. This is the situation. I would have to have a virtual analysis, and I would have to do everything virtually and then go to the surgery. I cannot go there just to have a meet and greet with the doctor, come back home, and then schedule the surgery. That's not how I can do. So it's been a very, very hard process getting information from the doctors in Brazil. So I was finally able to connect with one. He's actually an excellent doctor. He's in a lot of I started Googling him and going to YouTube. He was like in quite a few TV shows, giving, information and sharing his expertise. And he actually responded to me himself, I thought it was really neat, right from the get-go. But then the quote came, yeah, it wasn't good. So like, the most affordable hospital, he does only hospitals, using the most affordable one, there they price the prostheses to put for the breast separately. Anyway, adding everything would be in reais, which is the current currency there, would be 30,000, which in US dollars would be 10,000. And that would be the surgery alone. No follow-up, no recovery house, nothing. And they also mentioned that sometimes some other things may happen during the surgery that may take a little bit more work, and you could end up getting a higher bill, which that can happen with me. It has to be what you quoted me, without anything, unexpected coming up. So At this point, Brazil is just almost about out. So I'm really leaning towards the Dominican Republic. I'm still getting in touch with a few doctors, but I can say that that's all I think about. So I'll keep you guys updated about that, but I just wanted to share with you that that's most likely the next step in my journey. And if it happens, it's going to be around May or June of next year. So as of now, just doing a lot of research and looking around and convincing my husband. He's happy, but he's worried at the same time. So we'll see how things go. But that's it. Just wanted to give a quick update where this channel is going to. And of course, I'm going to continue to share my journey, and especially getting so close to my 1 year. I'm very excited, but I also want this weight loss going. By no means this is the end of the story. So anyway, subscribe. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll be in touch. Talk to you guys soon.